So today I'm here in the village Bushenyi, and I'm also trying to look at a few things like, for the start, let me just try and reflect with you. And when we were younger, we used to have things like debates, village life versus town life, which is better. Honestly, the older I get, I'm beginning to realize village life gets the home run almost all the time, right? Because man, look at all this beauty. Like, I don't remember the last time I was surrounded by just beauty all over the whole place, but this is nice. This is beautiful. This is what one needs to have, right? So I'm in a tea plantation. Yes, my ancestral home is literally littered or filled with them in this case, since it's a very beautiful looking plant. And yeah, it's what raised some of my grandparents. It's what they did for work. It's who they were. And yeah, it is beautiful. So if I'm to look at the village life and the town life, what would I compare really? I would go with the village life right now. There is more community. I'm not sure how you guys in other villages are, but in some, there is really beautiful community. There is greater sense of brotherhood. There is, I don't know, it feels different. It hits different, And it is the real truth. Of course, yes, town as well. Town is beautiful, man. I stay in Bukoto, which is in Kampala. And it is really nice. I'm talking about amenities that you can get, Wi-Fi. Because, for example, I'm thinking by the time cable gets this far, I don't even know what that will be like. But for now, in this place, yes, can I get cable? I'm sure I'm not really. But it is different. I can hear birds chirping in the morning. You wake up and I feel like town life is different. It makes you feel like all you can do is run and chase and chase and chase. It's almost like you're always chasing something. Like the hustle is crazy. And for some people, yes, it does pan out to be good. I mean, you will get the money. For some, you will actually do all the hustle that you want to do, and you won't even catch the money that you thought you needed to get. I'm sitting on a tree stump, man. But you won't even get to realize how much you're missing it. All right. So this is maybe one of the things that gets me asking myself, as we grow older, as the world or as these places that get to develop. Because, for example, why not show you? If I look at that side, for example, that in the corner, let me zoom in a little bit for you guys. That right there is a tea factory close to home, right? To my uncle's place. And so the more you look at things of that type, you get to ask yourself things like, what exactly will this life look like? Because these guys really have a beautiful life, and they have community, they have that deep bond that they have with one another. But the question is, will it stay like that? With things like the internet, where you have people sitting in the same room and they're all on their phones, will it stay like this? Yeah, of course, I have to say that things in town would look definitely better. You have more vibe. But I think also the village kind of does deserve a respect in a way or two, right? It does. Because it is what we need to live on, right? Because other than that, what do we have? Of course, I think maybe it's because I'm also growing older. So you start worrying about things. You get to remember the fact that you will die. You get to appreciate that the world is bigger than you, and you actually embrace it in a beautiful way, right? But I really still can't tell what is. If I really had the money, I think, and I don't think it has to be that much. Yeah, though I visited my father's home, my late father's home, and wow, was it in a mess? A very terrible mess. But one of the things that actually stood out, though it was horrible, was the fact that the Earthcrete house that was built about 70 years ago is still existent. And when you actually enter inside where the elements didn't get, you realize it's still beautiful. And it of course makes me wonder, why did we abandon the village technology to start with? It was cheaper. It was, everyone was a technical expert. All you had to do was learn from your father, your brothers, or anyone in the community is large. But we kind of did get that technology away. And I don't know why. So of course one of the things that I'm going to do is try and see if I can actually make it feasible enough to, or make evaluations and see how much I would actually want to have. Because honestly, I want to put something in my father's land, something that kind of honors the place, something that I can call home. Besides, that is where I'll be buried later on. Of course, that brings in the argument of, do I really even want to be buried or cremated in this case? Sorry, my vlog is all over the place, but that is what human beings do, man. It's not like we sit down in the morning and reflect upon things that come straight forward. For now, that is what I can see. It is really crazy. It is nice. It is beautiful, right? And yeah. But the question is, why did we stop? So I don't even know why we actually believe in, it's like lost technology in some case or reality. Because we have a lot of homeless people, and that is not just in this country, that is globally all over the whole place. And yet we have things that can help us make living spaces. I mean, we look at birds, and birds have the ability to make nests that are comfortable. And yet we call ourselves humans that are smart. And yet we can't make our own things. We can't get a place where we can stay, and it kind of becomes hard, right? So yeah, that is a whole different ballpark, right? So back to the village life. I don't know, in fact, you guys, if you guys are watching this and, you've reached this far, help me hit your comments and let me know what you actually always love. I don't know what that sound was, but yeah. Right? Help me get to know what you actually love in this case. Is that the village? And in case it is your village, why do you love it so much? In case you hate it, then why do you hate your village? I'd actually forgotten my camera case. Very dumb of me. So, just to give you a feel of where I was, this is where I've been sitting, just on this tree stump. It has provided me safe refuge, so thank you, stump, for your good work, right? Back to me, right? So it is nice, right, to have, and it's really something different. Though of course it gets to you get to ask yourself, with the epidemic that we have, why you feel lonely as hell, right? In some cases you feel like the problems you have are just yours alone, right? I think this is the best place to be in most cases, right? It is one of those places to be and enjoy and love for whichever point that you have, right? I think I'm seeing my uncle out finally. So let me go and join them up and see what it is. But yeah, so people, most especially my people, my age, visit your village once in a while. And this time when you go there, do not go there like a wise ass. You know, those guys that feel like because they're from the city, they're better than everyone else. Believe me, these guys have a better life than we shall ever have. Right? It is so amazing. It is so organic. There is very little plasticity or plastic smiles you get. No one is trying to game the system. No one is trying to get an advantage over the other. Like, you know, town life is crazy, man. It makes you forget that you're even part or partially a human being, man. It is that thing that just keeps on sucking you and sucking you deeper and deeper. But at the same time, when you look at the different life, because I've grown up mostly in the city, man. Why am I making myself seem like I'm a village person? I wish I would be right now, right? But it is lovely to look at. It is a great thing to have within you, right? So guys, give it a try, man. Visit your ancestral lands in case you can, right? Yeah, do so. So till the next time I meet you guys, I am back home, and adios, man. See ya.